Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Dwight's Perspective, where we go over things from a young earth creationist worldview. Today, I'm going to be discussing with you the phrase God helps those who help themselves. God helps those who help themselves. Well, we've all heard this phrase all of our lives. Yeah. On the TV, radio, the internet, out of the mouths of pastors and priests and bishops and sinners and the average citizen riding the bus. Pretty much everybody has heard or even quoted this saying before. Well, a Barna study from 2017 found, guess how many Christians, practicing Christians, believe the Bible teaches this? You ready for this? 52%. So the majority of practicing born again Christians believe that the Bible teaches this. But does the phrase come from the Bible? Surely it must, right? Well, Benjamin Franklin is the one who made the phrase popular in his book, Poor Richard's Almanac from 1736. But that wasn't the origins of the phrase. Let's use a different color here. Algernon Sidney, the English political theorist, originated the wording in 1600s. But if it's not in the Bible, then what God is this phrase referring to? Are you ready for this? The Greek gods. One in particular. Kevin Sorbo. Or no, I'm sorry. That's not right. Hercules. From the fable of Hercules and the Wagoner. And the gist of the fable is a wagon falls into a ravine, and the driver prays to Hercules for help, and Hercules tells him to help himself. That's the gist of it. Well, hold on there, little hillbilly, right? I'm sure that's what you're thinking. So who does God help then? I have an answer for you. And this one is biblical. God helps those who realize they cannot help themselves. Looking at the life of Jesus in his ministry, he was often found helping and healing and extending his love and grace to the outcasts of society. A good example is the woman at the well, lepers, right? And the most notorious of sinners. And this often rubbed the religious elite the wrong way. Well, another good example of this is found in the book of Matthew, chapter 9, verses 9 through 13. Jesus calls Matthew to follow him, and Matthew drops everything and follows him. Then at the next verse, Jesus and his disciples are sitting at a table with many tax collectors and sinners. The Pharisees saw it and said, "Why are you eating with these tax collectors and these sinners?" And Jesus said back to them, "Those who are not sick do not need a doctor, but those who are sick do. Now go and learn what that means." That's what he said. "I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance." Another great example of this was the story of Lazarus. Lazarus was dead and sealed away in a tomb. He was dead long enough to stink. John 11:39. Talk about someone who couldn't help themselves, huh? Jesus ordered the stone be rolled away. He prayed and called out, "Lazarus, come out." And he came out. One might also remember the helpless situation of the Israelites who were being enslaved by the Egyptians in the book of Exodus. The Israelites prayed for deliverance, and God responded. God worked through his servant leader Moses, but he did it in such a miraculous way that it was obvious God was at work. The Israelites could not save themselves. It was all the work of God. And the Passover was established as a reminder of God's work on their behalf. So when you hear a Christian or anybody, as far as that matter goes, blurt out the phrase, God helps those who help themselves, show them this video, and together we will correct them. Until next time, brothers and sisters, God bless.